Well, good morning everybody, Farmsim Gamer here and welcome back to Bucks County. Now, it's been a little while since I did my last episode in this series, but with the recent release of the Bucks County map on the Mod Hub for both PC and console, there's been a lot more interest in the map, of course, and so I thought it was a prime opportunity to pick back up on the series. The version that I'm playing on is the original version that was released back in May of this year, so it's a little different to the version that's available on the Mod Hub. I did do a comparison video a couple of days ago just to show the differences, and if you haven't already watched that, then go back and have a look so you can see. And the original version is still available for PC, and there are some instructions on how to download that in that comparison video. So go and have a little look if you want. Now, it's a beautiful morning. It's Monday. Now, just to give you a quick recap on where we left off in episode 4, we sort of started off in farm manager mode, and I sort of showed you how you could purchase the main farm, the main cattle farm, at the cost 1.75 million when you don't really have the budget to be able to do that. Now, we had to borrow more money from the bank in order to buy the farm, but after 7 in-game days we've managed to pay that off, and as you can see, we've got $166,000 in the bank, so that's good, and we're kind of all ready to get stuck into some farming now. As you can see, our fields have been either ploughed or cultivated, so fields 15 and 17, which are over here on the left hand side, and the one behind us on the house, that's been cultivated, and then fields 28 and 16 that's just here, they have been ploughed or subsoiled. So we've got a little bit of work to do on those. Fields 28 and 16 need some lime putting on them, so I need to do that today. And then I need to get on drilling the other fields as well. So I need to have a little look at crops to see what I'm going to put in there, and I'm quite keen to kind of do some vegetables, either some carrots, cabbage or onion or something like that in one of the fields. So we've got quite a few things to get on with. The grass field is ready to cut again. Now, I do want to change the mower over to one that's in a mod that's available that you can set to automatically put into a swath, so I don't have to worry about windrowing that up. So I'm probably going to go down to the garage, get rid of the one that I've already got, and then get the other one, pick up the other one at the same time. And I'm also going to look at maybe swapping this trailer over as well. There's a Gilbert trailer that I've made a slight modification to, that's smaller than this, but it's got the same 45,000 litre capacity. Now, I don't know if anybody else, but I tend to find that this trailer is quite heavy on the rear axle, and when you're driving at speed down the road, the front can be really quite kind of loose in terms of steering. So although it's a nice trailer with good capacity, I'm not overly sort of keen on it, so I'm looking to swap that out as well. Now, I do want to get the cows sorted at some point, but there are a few pieces of equipment that I need to get for those. I need to get a forage mixer for TMR, and I need to get a straw spreader. Now, the loading point for the straw is here, but we use corn stalks here on this map rather than traditional straw. So I need to get that piece of kit sorted out. Now, we do have some corn stalks that are in the silo. Or in the hay barn, I should say, and we have got some straw as well, but I need to get that grass cut in the field over the back of the farm here, so that we can get some grass for silage, and we can get some hay, both of which will be used for doing TMR. So as you can see, the grass is all grown up again, so I need to get this cut at some point. So that's going to keep us pretty busy today, really. So I think the first thing I'm probably going to do is start on doing a bit of liming in fields 16 and 28, so I can get those kind of sorted. Now, I'm going to cultivate that in as well. So it's just been subsoiled at the moment, so once I've limed it, I'll cultivate that in, and then we can have a think about what we're going to put and drill into those fields. Right, so I'll get stuck into some of that. Right, I'm going to do field 28 first. It's only small, so it shouldn't take us very long. And then I'll nip back to the yard, we'll fill up with lime again, and head out and start doing field 16. Right, I've just filled up with lime in the yard. We've done field 28 now, so going to head out to field 16, just up the track here, and I'll get the headlands done. We'll go a couple of times round, and then hopefully Ryan will be here in about half an hour, something like that, so he can take over, and then I can get on with a few other things. Right, Ryan's just turned up, he's taken over now. He'll get this field finished off, and then once he's done this, he's going to go and set the disc harrows on, and he's going to get both field 28 and this field 16 cultivated. Now, we left the combine down in field 13 yesterday. We did a contract there for our neighbours, so I need to just run down the track, go and pick that up, take it back to the yard, and we've got a little bit of maintenance to do on it, just some greasing up points and clear up the air filter, and just check the header and knife, and I think we've got a couple of sections that need changing and things like that, so we're going to get that done, and then I'll have a little look at the contracts and see what's available for us. So as you can see, there are still quite a lot of fields that need harvesting, and a number of those that are still on the contracts list, and I'm probably going to take some of those because it's good money, good income, and we need to certainly keep boosting our bank balance so that we can get the cows sorted out, and a few other bits of machinery that we want to swap out, and start building our money for some of the plans that we've got for the future. So I'm going to have a quick look at the contracts list. Now, there's quite a few of the harvesting contracts are for the likes of potatoes, which I might look at a little bit later, but they are obviously quite time consuming. So I'm going to try and pick up some of the other contracts that might be a little bit quicker and you know, so it's still fairly lucrative. So we'll have a little look at that. Now, that one's potatoes. So field 22 is a good option. Harvesting the corn in field 22 and going to the animal stockyard, which is not too far away. So on the map, field 22 is here, so it's quite reasonably close to our farm, and the animal stockyard is just down here. So that's quite kind of easy. So I think I'm probably going to look at taking that contract, but I will borrow the items because that will enable me to do some other contracts with my own combine. Now, you may remember from some of the other episodes that I've done, I do have the mod installed that enables me to do more than one contract at a time. So that's really useful because you can use your own kit for doing some of them, and then you can obviously borrow or lease the items for doing some of the other contracts. So I am going to accept this contract and borrow items. And then I will have a little look and see what else is available. Field 37, where's that one? That one's here, and that's to go to the Johnson Mill, which is kind of just down the road. So I think I might accept that one and do that one myself. And then I did also see on the list a little bit earlier, that's another potato contract. That's another potato contract. Field 48 is barley. Field 19 is barley. Let's have a little look. Field 19, where were we there? So that's quite convenient. What I tend to do is with my own combine, if we're going off around the map, I take both the corn header, I put the corn header on the actual combine, and then I take the other header with me on the trailer, and then if I can pick up other contracts, I don't have to come all the way back to the farm to swap headers over or whatever. So I might just wait for that, but I think I saw somewhere a little bit further down the list, there's another potato contract there. Field 8, yeah, that was another corn contract as well, so I'm going to accept that one. And then I've got a funny feeling, and then field 5 as well was corn, so I can kind of get those done one after the other. So let's have a little look. So we've got field 22 that we've borrowed items for. And then I've got, I know that one's sunflowers, but I can still use obviously the corn head, sunflowers, and then we've got corn for that one. So I can get those done today at some point. That will keep us fairly busy, and then as the day goes by, I'll have another little look at some of the other ones, and we might look at picking up one of these potato contracts a little bit later in the day, and then possibly swapping the headers over and going and doing some of these other contracts as well. But we'll see how things progress as we go through the day. Right, I've finished doing all the maintenance on the combine. That's all set, ready to go. I gave it a wash down with a pressure washer as well, so that's all good. Ryan's cracking on with the lime spreading in field 16. He won't be too long before he's finished that, and then he's going to come pick the discs up and get on cultivating that field. Now I've enlisted the help of a couple of other people as well. We've taken those contracts on, and as you remember, we borrowed the items to do field contracts in field 22. So I'm going to meet Megan and Tyler down at the shop. That's where the items have been left for us. So I think Megan's going to be driving the combine. Tyler's going to be doing corn cart for me, and they're going to head off to field 22 and get those. Now I'm going to take this trailer down to the shop as well. I'm going to sell this one. I've given them a call earlier today, let them know that I want to swap it out, and they've got that second-hand Gillibert trailer that's been modified. It's got the same 45,000 litre capacity, so I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to take that up the road to central feed. I'm going to drop that off there, walk back, pick the combine up, and then I'm going to go and do field 8. So a lot going on and a lot to do, but it's only 9:15 in the morning, so we've got the full day ahead of us and plenty to crack on with. So I'll see you down at the shop. Right, here we are, just turned up the shop. There's the combine and truck and trailer and everything, so that's good. Looks like they're pretty much ready to go. Just going to put the header on. Right, I'm just going to drop this into here. Right, I'm just going to get this trailer sorted out, and then I'll have a chat with the guys and they'll be good to go. Right, Megan and Tyler, they have left and gone up the road, and they're getting on with that contract in field 22, so that's good. I've picked this Gillibert trailer up, so I'm going to take this up to Central Feed Supply and just park it up there over the road from field 8, and then I'm going to walk back and pick our combine up and go and finish that contract, or start that contract on field 8. Okay, so we're first time around the headland here up at Field 8. Everything seems to be going pretty well. I'm probably going to have to go round about 4 times. I think this header's not particularly wide, so in order for me to have a big enough turning area, I'm going to have to go at least, I think, 4 times, maybe 5, I'm not sure. But that all seems to be going well. The trailer's just parked up over the road at Central Feed Supply. So I'll drag that over as soon as I've got a full tank. I should be able to go twice round, I think, before I'm full, so we've got a little bit of time. And I've just had a call from Ryan as well. He seems to be getting on pretty well down in field 16 with those disc harrows, getting that field cultivated and getting that lime cultivated in. So that's good. He'll go and do field 28 once he's finished there, and then I think that will probably be him for the day. I haven't got anything else for him to do at the moment, so but he's cracking on with that, which is good. And I've just given Megan a quick call. They're getting on pretty well with the combining and harvesting down in field 22. That New Holland combine with the 16-row header on the front is kind of really cracking through the field pretty quickly, so I don't think it'll take them much more than maybe an hour or two to finish that field. Megan reckons they've done about half of it already, so that's pretty good. Tyler's taken 1 full load of corn down to the animal dealership. He reckons there'll be at least 1 other full trailer and maybe a little bit more as well, so that's going to keep them busy for a little while. As soon as they're finished there, they're going to take the equipment back to the shop, and then they're going to make their way back up to the farm, have a bite of lunch, and then I've asked them if they can come up and take over from me up in field 8, because there's a few other things that I need to get on with. Right, everything feels like it's coming together. That's good. The team are getting on with all of their jobs pretty quickly, so I'm pleased about that. And it feels as though a bit of a plan is coming together for the farm as well. So quite a lot to think about. But short term, we're going to finish off these contracts. We're going to get that grass cut in the field by the farm. I'm going to get that mower swapped over, so we've got one that can do an automatic straw swath. So that'll make things a little bit easier. And then that grass will give us hay and silage for doing TMR for the cows as well. Now we need to get the cows sorted, which hopefully we'll do in the next few days. Be good to get those in so we can help with Pennsylvania's milk production and dairy industry. And then a bit longer term, there's a few other things that I'm keen to do because Pennsylvania's got a lot of sort of interesting agricultural industries. I want to get some apple orchards. I want to get some vineyards for supporting the wine trade. And the mushroom production in Pennsylvania is pretty big, as I've mentioned before. So I'm going to see if there's anything that we can do to try and get those sorted. So I think the plan might be that we'll take over a little area of the grass field up by the farm and maybe transform that into a different sort of area for some different produce and everything. And then long term, we need to get some more land, and I'm keen to kind of look at buying the sheep farm as well, down there in the middle of the map near the shop. So that's the grand plan. Hopefully we'll be able to achieve that, but it's going to take us a little while for us to be able to do that. But in the meantime, we're getting on with these contracts, and I'll nip back to the farm a little bit later once the team come up here, and I'll just have a little look, do a bit of office work, and have a look at what we can do in terms of our crop production and crop rotation for our fields, because we need to get those drilled in the next few days as well. Right, Megan and Tyler have come up to field 8 now. They've had their lunch, and they've taken over. So Tyler's on the combine this time. Megan's running the corn cart. So I've had a quick chat with them. They're going to get field 8 finished, and then they're just going to run down the road to field 5, which has got that sunflower crop in it. So they're going to do that contract as well. They should be able to get that one finished this evening as well. So that'll be good. And then once they've done those, then that'll be then finished for the day. And the other 2 harvest contracts that we've got, field 19 and 37, we will do at some point tomorrow. But everything's going pretty well. Right, that's it for today. Beautiful sunset, as you can see. Megan and Tyler finished up in field 5. Tyler's parked the combine up at Central Feed Supply, so that's ready to do field 19 in the morning. And Megan's taken all the crop to the selling point and brought the tractor and trailer back here, so we've got that ready for the morning. And now today we've, between field 22, field 8 and 5, we've made around about 62k in contract and harvest income, so that's pretty good. And with that trailer that I sold, we kind of made a bit of money on that, really, because the one that we replaced it with was quite a bit cheaper. So our bank balance is up to 236k, which is pretty good. So that should enable us to get some of that extra equipment that we need and perhaps start buying the cows. So I've hoped you have enjoyed the video. If you have, then give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then please do so, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. So whatever you're doing, wherever you are, take care, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the farm next time. Bye for now.